What's up, Greg Liu again with Chris Wagner. I'm going to show a different half guard pass from the last video. This one's called the sit-through pass, and there are a few different variations depending on where you are on their body in half guard. So I'm in top half guard. Let's turn this way. Okay. A sit-through pass is when I take my opposite hip and I bring it across. So my left hip is free. I'm going across this way. Now I'm either going to be over the arm, under the arm, or around his head. All of them work and all of them have their own benefits. Okay? I typically go to a sit-through if they start with a long range and I'm trying to play these long range passes and their knee pops through. The moment their knee pops through, we're no longer in long range and you instantly want to work a sit-through pass. Let me just turn it this way a little bit. Okay? So his knee is here. I'm trying all these passes, they're not working. His knee pops through. As soon as it pops through, I'm sitting through. Now my hip is actually on the floor, but my foot is also on the floor. My foot's on the floor because if I'm just like this and he bridges heavy into me, I'm going over. But I need my foot on the floor so that I can push into him as he's pushing into me. Now they're usually going to be locked up above my knee. That's what's keeping him safe right now. So what I like to do is grab some pants, pull him towards me as I walk my knee right above my foot. And it looks like this. If you're struggling to do that because they're breaking your leg down more, walk it. Walk. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, till I get here. Once I'm here, now when I push his knees down, it'll fall down my shin, look. And it's hard for him to recover back up. If my leg were out like this, and I shove this down, it's much easier for him to get his knee back over. So if I can walk my knee up over my foot, it's going to be a much harder recovery for him. So some people will like to try this back step. You're going to see some people grab their own foot and pull it. When I'm in this position, where I'm doing one where I'm over his arm, I typically go to mount. Because once I clear this knee, I now have a path from my knee to go right to mount. And all he's got is this hand. And what he's going to do is he's going to start pushing the knee. So as I start bringing this knee down, you're going to expect this to happen. What I want to do here is work an underhook. So I'm going to get to about here. He's still going to be pushing. When I get here, I don't like rip it up. I walk it. I grab, walk, grab, walk. Once I get here, I take my opposite hand and I scoop the head and I gable grip. And I will now wrench it up. So I went from a gable grip more to like a mataliao grip actually. I'm reaching all the way across. And I'll show you that in a moment. I want you to see my feet now. He's still trapping my foot. To finish this, I'm now going to get the top of my opposite foot involved and pry it open till I get here. Once I get here, I slam my feet on the floor. Right into my grapevines. Now what I'm doing with up here is this. Let's turn this way. I'm working the sit through. Wow. I've walked my knee up. I pushed it down. My knee came to the floor. I've got my underhook. Walking, walking, walking. Watch what I do here. This arm scoops, and then I gable grip. And that's what's going to wrench his arm up. Now he's going to be trying to get his arm back down. And I'm just using my head. I'm using whatever I can until I slide this hand even higher up. If you could grab your elbow, this arm is now totally useless. So some people are going to start setting up head and arm. I want to get my position first, so I'm now going to use my feet. Go to mount. Let's back up a little bit. So that's when I'm going over the arm. Let's go this angle now. If I can go under his arm, it's actually an easier path directly to mount. So if he's got this long range and it kicks through, and I can slide under, I'm going to do the same thing and I'm going to drop my hip. But be careful. If I'm really low, that's what he's going to do. He's going to start pushing, and he's going to shrimp the opposite way. Okay? Come back for a second. Have you shrimp the other way? So push, exactly. He's going to shrimp really far away, and that makes it really hard for me to recover. So when I get to this position where I'm under his arm, instantly, I want to get as high under his arm as I can. So if I was here, and it comes through, I'm coming here, and I'm going all the way up. I have his elbow over his head right now. It's going to be very hard for him to frame on my neck or my back, and this is going to allow a much easier path right to mount. Again, once I get here, I want to scoop the head and the arm. So it's Scoop the head, scoop the arm, and then my legs are going to work the same way. Now, you could do this one a little bit meaner on top. Can we turn this way? When I get the arm over his head, when I get to here, and I'm working up really high, when it's time for me to scoop his head with this arm, I first just grind everything across. If I could keep his arm here, that's really bad for him. So typically as I'm doing this, he's gonna get his elbow free, and I'm gonna be ready for my underhook, okay? The last one is when you scoop the head. This one is a little bit more dangerous if you don't have a really good grip. So if I'm gonna come under this and scoop the head and I don't get a good grip and I start doing this is an easy bridge or sweep for him this way, right? So I have to do something that's gonna keep him flat on his back. Because on the first one, I'm over. It's hard for him to bridge into me. The second one, I'm under. It's hard for him to bridge into me. So I need to make something that's gonna make it hard for him to bridge into me. So before I scoop the head, I go thumb and lapel. So we're in this knee, he jumps it over, I'm gonna go right thumb and lapel, and as I scoop the head, I'm feeding that. Because now, this acts as an underhook, and this acts as a crossface, and I no longer need this hand. So it's the same thing, I'm gonna walk my leg up. At any point, if they feel like bridging into me, he's gonna give me the back step. I'm just gonna back step, block the hip, okay? If they're really strong, all I need to do, even if he's on his way up, all I need to do is extend this arm, because that's going to work as the underhook. So they're trying to bridge into you. I'm extending my arm. Extending, extending, extending. Back step. Come inside the near side hip and just turn them. This is the one I have the most success with. If we turn this way, I can just see everything going on. So if I were here, he's got the knee across. I get my thumb in, I'm going to feed it, and I drop on my hip. We're still in a half guard. This person thinks they're going to be able to barrel into me and come on top like this, right? You got to barrel all the way in. Okay, you come on. Yep. This is what they're trying to do, right? But by having this underhook, as soon as they go to barrel, I could take my leg out because I'm stopping them from coming up with my left arm that's pulling down. So we're here. I'm nice and tight. I'm driving my shoulder into his face. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And I'm waiting. I'm waiting for him to bump. As soon as he bumps, I'm in. When I do my back step, I typically like to get under this with either my hand or my knee. I'll even just come here. Because now that I'm here, it's a really easy twist. I don't even need my arm. I can just twist and come to leg drag. Or I can scoop under and do a leg lead. And there are a few different variations of the sit-through pass. Thank you.
Again.